Well, hello. You caught me reading The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley, which means this is episode 2 of Will Dawn Be Able to Guess the Murderer in a True Crime Novel? Hello, welcome back. This is episode 2. In episode 1, I read The Thursday Murder Club by that one guy. I don't remember his name. I tried to guess the murderer in that book. I'm not going to tell you if I did or not, because then you won't go and watch it. So you gotta go watch it to see if I guessed the murderer or if I didn't. But today is a new reading vlog, and in this episode I will be reading The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. It has a very low rating on Goodreads, a 3.65, which means most people gave it a 3 over a 4. I did not look at Goodreads before I chose this. I did read The Paris Apartment. I did like The Paris Apartment. She's focused more on character development and their relationships with other people, and I personally enjoy that better than lots of plot. And so that's why I chose Lucy Foley, because I like her writing style. I particularly like the back description of her books. And she does this thing, I don't know if this is just her MO, where she has classified people. So in the Lucy apartment, no. In the Paris apartment, it was the guy, the girl, the old lady, the little weird teen girl. I don't know. It was like the classification of people, and one of them is the murderer. So in this one, it is a New Year's reunion in the remote Scottish wilderness. The beautiful one, the golden couple, the volatile one, the new parents, the quiet one, the city boy, the outsider. One of these friends is a murderer, and one won't make it out alive. Ooh. I like a very short book description. I hate those 4, 3, 2 paragraph descriptions that is basically telling you what the whole book is about. That's why I don't read synopses anymore, because they to give you too much information. This is the book that I will be reading today, or this weekend. It is Friday, and I'll be reading this book this weekend. I will check in periodically to give my thoughts of the book. Eventually, I will have a theory or a guess or something, and then we will see if I am right or wrong. My nose is itching. I don't know why. All right, let's get started. Okay, update. I am on like chapter 2. It's going back and forth, which I love. I love a non-linear plot because I find the book to be a little bit more interesting when it's done that way. We start at the beginning and then the end, and then we meet somewhere in the middle. I prefer books like that. And we have met our main character, one main character, Emma. She's kind of the outsider. So she's the outsider in the back. She and I suffer from the same thing, and that is being a bad hostess. I feel bad when I invite someone somewhere and they don't have a good time. I don't know if there's a word for that, but I suffer from that. Like, I want everyone to have a good time, and if I see someone who is not having a good time, I take it personally. And not personally as in, I think it's awesome, Harry, why aren't you having a good time? No, I take it personally as I didn't do enough to make sure that everyone is having a good time. Even if I invite someone to a movie and the movie's bad, I feel horrible that I've wasted this person's time and money and taken them to a really bad movie. I know the feeling, girl. Okay, so this book, sometimes I don't notice this, and I don't know why, because I usually pick up on stuff like that. Some people's stories, some people's chapters are told in first person and some in third person. So Emma's is first person, Heather is first person, Miranda's first person, and then Doug, who is the only man. So Doug is the only man who has his own POV, and it's in third person. Like, there are 4 or 5 guys on this trip, and none of them have their own POV chapters. It's only the women. And then the one man is third person. That's interesting. I got this book, by the way, at a library book sale, and I paid $3.60 for it. And it looks brand new. Like, there's no like note taken in it or anything. I mean, the edges are a little flipped up, but other than that, it's damn near brand new, $3. And I just wanted to say that because I have a whole series where I go to library book sales and I try to find really good books that are in good condition, because I'm a cheap ass and I don't want to pay $30 for a book when I could go to a library book sale and pay $3.30. So go. After this, go and watch one of those videos. Okay, back to the hunting party. I am at the part where Katie has revealed that she took a pill. And I'm sorry if I didn't mention this by now. All this is spoilers. All of this is spoilers. So if you have not read this book and you don't want to be spoiled, I'll see you next time. Otherwise, you're going to be spoiled. So Katie has revealed, and Katie is the quiet one. She has revealed that she took a pill. She took it. I'm guessing it's Molly. And she had sex with somebody, but she doesn't know who it is. So now we have to kind of guess who we think that person was. Miranda has a stalker. She had a stalker. And they're kind of pointing to Mark. I feel like Mark is a red herring. So I'm not going to guess that it's Mark that is the stalker. Lucy Foley does a really good job of giving clues. Like, she sets stuff up and then eventually she will like plant little clues as to who it is so that you can kind of guess. So yeah, she has a stalker. So that's another thing that we have to try and figure out, who is her stalker. And they wouldn't bring it up if it wasn't someone that we know. The Highland Ripper. So there's a serial killer on the loose that killed some girls. So do we have to guess who the damn Ripper is too? I am listening to this on Scribd whilst I read. Wrong way. Whilst I read, and I am going to go to work today. Did I say it was Friday? I'm sorry. It's Saturday. I get my days mixed up. It is Saturday. I have to go to work today. I am going to read this on my break. I'll do some updates at work whilst I am on my break. All right. I'll see you at work. And I'm at work. Welcome to work. I am a teen librarian in Illinois and a public library, and it is Saturday and I work today. I have 2 programs today. I actually vlog. If you do not watch my vlogs, I vlog every day from work while I read a book. And today I have 2 programs at work today. And those programs are yoga and flower crowns. So right now I'm like cutting flowers for my flower crown program. But while my computer is being a butt, I am clipping flowers and listening to the hunting party. And they are just about to announce who was murdered. I'm going to make my first guess. I am going to guess that it is, sorry. As I was saying, my computer is being a butt and my ring light just went off because my computer went off. So that's what that was. I am going to guess that Miranda is the one who's been murdered, only because they've been talking to her a lot. Mostly her, Emma, and Katie. But I'm going to go with Miranda simply because she has a stalker, and the stalker would be a suspect. Also, she was accosted by Mark, and they would make Mark a suspect. Julian is also, her husband is up to some shenanigans that would make him a suspect. And then she was flirting with Doug, the gamekeeper, and that would make him a suspect. So I'm guessing it's Miranda simply because she would have the most suspects surrounding her. All right, I'm about to find out. We'll see. All right, so I'm at the part where they are playing Truth or Dare, and it's stupid. I'm like, why are we? It's just a cheap way of creating conflict, which, come on, Lucy Foley. You're a better writer than that, girl. I'm gonna make my guess. I'm going to guess that it is Miranda. I'm still thinking Miranda's the one who was murdered, and I'm going to guess it was Emma. Based on no evidence. I've got no evidence. But I'm guessing that Julian is a red herring. Too obvious. The gay couple, they're never on the page and they don't have a motive. But Emma, I'm gonna guess it's kind of a single white female thing where it's she wants to be her, she wants to look like her, and then when she tries to befriend her, Miranda's like, ew, you're a wannabe, I don't like you, get away from me, you're pathetic, and then she kills her. I've got no evidence of why I'm making that guess. It's just, I can see why this book got such a low rating on Goodreads. Like, all the motives are like ridiculously over the top, and they're all kind of coming out of nowhere a little bit. The whole Julian Kate thing, the hell did that come from? Like, oh my god. I'm not enjoying this as much as the Paris apartment. That one was way better. It's also doing this thing where it plans like all of these possible motives. It's the Jack the Ripper. Oh, Ian is just a drug dealer. Oh, it's not Ian. Oh no, it's Doug. Doug, he murdered somebody in a bar. Oh no, it's not Doug. Like, so yeah, it's doing that thing, which I kind of do not like. I'm just ready to be done with this book. I'm ready to be done. Let's finish. I'm such a dork. I'm a dork. I forgot to say that I think that Emma was the stalker, because I think the stalker is the murderer, and I think that Emma was the stalker too. But I think it's about to reveal itself that Emma's a stalker. I'm listening to it. I think it's about to reveal that Emma's a stalker. So I don't think it counts because I didn't say it. Dang it. I meant to say it. I might be right though. I might be right. She might be the killer. Another thing that I caught that I didn't mention early on, but I'm going to mention it now, is that everybody else's chapters are in, so Katie and Miranda's chapters are in first person. Doug is in third person, but then Emma's are in first person, but she's like talking to somebody. It's like she's talking to the reader, or we're listening to a conversation she's having with somebody else. I don't know. But I thought that was odd that in her chapter, she's like talking to somebody else. Who is she talking to? On my way to work, so I'm just gonna pop in here and give my final thoughts on The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. First of all, I was correct. All of it, I was correct. I was correct about who the murderer was and their motive, and that they were the stalker. It was Emma. Now, I wasn't able to make that guess until like 80% into the book. But no, there were clues. There was a really big clue that I missed at the beginning of the book where she claimed that Emma claimed Miranda did something in the wrong location, and I didn't catch it. I remember the conversation, but it didn't stand out, so I missed that. But what I did catch, which made me guess Emma, was that she wanted to be Miranda. Katie would be like, your boyfriend's cheating on her, or your boyfriend's in love with her, and she'd be like, whatever. And she had her hair color like her perfume looked like her. She was starting to look like Miranda. And that was when I was like, oh, something's a little fishy about this woman. I don't know about her. So that was the only thing that made me guess her. Just that she, single white female, she wanted to be Miranda. She was obsessed with her. I think I'm going to give The Hunting Party a 3.5. I didn't like it nearly as much as the Paris Apartment. I thought the Paris Apartment had better character development. The characters in that book were much more interesting than in The Hunting Party. And that's kind of what it came down to. This book was not boring at all. I do think that Nick and I don't know if they were the golden couple. No, the city boy. I don't know. They didn't need to be in the story. That seemed, because it was a gay couple, that seemed a little box checky for me. I don't know why they were in the story. They didn't need to be. So, yeah, we don't like box checking. But I will still continue to read Lucy Foley's books. I wonder if this is one of her earlier ones. No, it's not. I keep hearing people say, oh, this book was better. This one was the good book. And I wonder if it was the guest list. Maybe I should have read the guest list instead. Whatever. All right. I am 1 for 2. So I didn't guess the first one. It's fine. But I did guess correctly for this one. So I am 50-50. I am 1 for 2. Yay. And I was right about all of it. So I consider this a really big win. All right, my next book is going to be A Flicker in the Dark. I don't know the author's name. I just remember the title and what the book looks like. This is the book. That's my next book for Will Dawn be able to guess the murderer in a true crime novel? So far, I'm 1 for 2. Bye-bye.